You're about to spend 5 years driving a car that costs less than most people's monthly rent. This is not a story about being broke. This is a story about what happens when you let a $2,000 car sit in your driveway for 5 years while everyone assumes they already know everything about you, and you never once correct them. By year 5, that car will have cost you something nobody warned you about. Not repairs, not the embarrassment you were expecting. Something else entirely. You'll find out what at the end. But first, year 1. The car costs $2,000. Your account has $400. Saturday. A man who seems relieved to be done with it. Grey, 4 doors, a dent above the rear wheel he calls a character mark. 114,000 miles. The kind of car that doesn't make a sound when you start it. It just starts, which is the most honest thing a car can do. That night you do math on a receipt. If you hadn't bought on finance, $380 a month, 60 months, the number everyone else is paying, you have $380 now, every month, to put somewhere else. You fold the receipt, you put it in a drawer. You don't know yet what that drawer is going to become. 3 weeks later, office parking lot, Monday morning. Ryan pulls in next to you. 2-year-old lease. The kind of clean that requires effort. That's yours? He says. Yeah. The nod of a man who has filed you somewhere and closed the drawer. Inside you do the math. Ryan's lease. $340 a month. 48 months. $16,320 for a car he will never own. Your car, $2,000. Paid. Yours. You don't say any of this. That's the first thing the $2,000 car teaches you. Most financial decisions are invisible to everyone except the person making them. Ryan sees a car that's beneath him. You see $16,320 going somewhere else. You're both right. Neither of you is seeing the whole picture yet. Month 4. A date. She's already inside. You park 2 streets away without deciding to. The date goes well. You pay without checking the total. On the way out, she sees the car. Her face doesn't change dramatically. Just a small recalibration. A half second where she's updating something. She doesn't mention it. Neither do you. On the drive home, you think about the half second. Whether it matters. Whether a person who recalibrates over a car is a person whose recalibration should matter to you. You don't have an answer. The question stays longer than the date does. Month 8. The first repair. $340. Alternator. You pay it. The math worked. Ryan mentions his car needed tyres. $900. Went on the card. You eat your sandwich. $380 a month for 8 months is $3,040, minus the $340 repair. You're $2,700 ahead of where Ryan is. Ryan thinks he's ahead of you. The car hasn't cost you anything yet, except the half second. And you're still not sure what to do about that. Year 2. $380 saved every month. Total, $4,560. Different bank now, different app. The kind that doesn't sit next to your checking where you can watch it disappear. You haven't told anyone, because the moment you say the number, it becomes a conversation, and the conversation always ends the same way. Someone asks what you're going to do with it. The honest answer is let it sit and get bigger. That sounds like nothing to people who are used to money meaning something immediately, so you say nothing. The number keeps moving. March. Ryan upgrades. New car. Same lot. Different model. Slightly better everything. The kind of upgrade that costs $80 more a month and feels like progress because it looks like it. He parks next to you Monday. He waits for you to notice. New car, you say? Ryan grins. Needed it. The old one was getting tired. The old one was 2 years old. $80 a month. 48 months. $3,840 extra for something that looks slightly better in a parking lot. You eat your lunch. May. The almost break. Saturday afternoon. Car website. Not because you decided. Because you drove past a dealership and something pulled, the way it always pulls when you've held a position long enough to wonder if you're holding it for the right reasons, or just because you've held it this long. 3-year-old Honda. $11,000, $210 a month. $210 sounds like nothing after 2 years of $380 in savings. You open the savings app. $4,560. You do the math on keep going versus stop. You close the car website, not because you're disciplined. Because the math is boring and one-sided, and you can't unsee boring one-sided math once you've seen it. The car starts first, try the next morning. August. Something unexpected. James, not Ryan, quieter, at the company longer than anyone, stops at your car Thursday afternoon. He drives a 2009 Camry. He looks at your car the way mechanics look at engines, not judging, reading. How long you had it? Almost 2 years. What did you pay? $2,000. My first car was $1,800, he says. 1994, drove it 9 years. People thought I was struggling the whole time. He pauses. I retired at 54. He walks inside. You stand there longer than you need to. Nobody has said anything like that before. Every comment has been the same. The concerned look, the gentle suggestion, the assumption that the car is a symptom of something you haven't fixed yet. James didn't see a symptom. James saw a decision. Year 2 ends. Account $8,200. Not from raises. From $380 a month compounding quietly while Ryan upgraded and James retired at 54, and nobody knew what was in the account with the different bank. Car repairs 2 years, $340. Ryan's lease payments 2 years, $15,360. Car he still doesn't own. The car hasn't cost you anything, except the half second, except May, except every conversation you didn't have, and everyone you did silently, with a number nobody can see. The question from year 1 is still unanswered, but you're starting to think it was never about the car. Year 3, account, $13,800. The number crossed $10,000 in February. You didn't notice until March. That's new. There was a time you checked the account the way you check a wound. Now you check it the way you check the weather. Information, not emergency. April, Ryan asks. Parking lot, end of day. Ryan looks at the car the way he's looked for 3 years. Filed, decided, then says something different. You ever think about upgrading? Not a comment. An actual question. Something in his voice that wasn't there before. Not really, you say. My payment went up, he says. Rate adjustment. Wasn't expecting it. He drives away. 3 years ago, Ryan filed you somewhere. Today, Ryan mentioned his payment went up. The drawer is still open somewhere between those 2 moments. July, a different kind of cost. Cousin's wedding, 4 hours away. 2 friends ride with you. They look around once. The interior, the crack above the glove box. Then stop looking. By the highway, they forgot what car they're in. 4 hours, good conversation. Nobody mentions the car once. The car is invisible when it's moving. It only exists when it's still. You file that away. October, James again. Break room, Tuesday. How did you do it, you ask. Retire at 54. James pours his coffee. Drove bad cars for a long time. Lived small longer than I needed to. Put the difference somewhere it could grow. People spent 20 years feeling sorry for me. I spent 20 years not correcting them. He walks out. You stand there with your coffee going cold. I spent 20 years not correcting them. That's the whole thing. Not a sacrifice, not a symptom. A decision to let people be wrong about you while you quietly do something they can't see. The half second from year 1 lands differently now. The recalibration, the nod, every concerned look, every assumption something was wrong. None of it was about the car. All of it was about who they assumed you were because of it. And you never corrected them. And the account has $13,800. Year 3 ends. Car repairs 3 years, $640. Ryan's lease payments 3 years, $22,680. Car he still doesn't own. The question from year 1 has an answer now. The answer is no. Not because the half second doesn't hurt. Because it is information. It tells you exactly who is reading your car instead of reading you. The people reading your car instead of reading you are not the people whose read matters. Year 4, account, $19,000. Ryan asks about upgrading again. The car works, you say. Something shifts in his face. Not the filing nod from year 1, something slower. Almost a question he doesn't know how to ask. He doesn't ask it, but he stopped waiting for you to notice the cars he drives. Something changed. Neither of you named it. Yours, paid 3 years ago, still starting first try. His, leased, newer every 2 years, still not his. The whole game is visible from here, but only if you know what you're looking at.